Are we live?
We're going
So
live, I think.
On YouTube it says waiting for Thwip.
Yes.
Should I refresh it?
I have no idea.
Oh no, it's refreshed. Oh, I can hear myself.
Yeah, we can hear ourselves.
Just muting myself.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Thwipcast, yay! I hope the audio is decent. If no one's actually here, we actually need someone else to listen and say the audio is better because like the four of us are here.
It says three watching. It says three watching now. It's just
It's me.
besides me the other three.
Yeah, it's me, Rudra, and you.
Well,
Nice.
I was thinking about whether or not we leave the Thwipcast because once we're done, this will be uploaded as a video on the channel.
Yeah.
রেখে দিব নাকি চিন্তা
রেখে
করতেছিলাম।
দিব।
It's two watching now. Which one of you quit?
I'm still here. Rudra.
আমি pause করছি ভুলে instead of muting.
Two people liked it now. Acha, two people can like
I mean, one of them is me.
Oh, acha.
I didn't yet. I did
Rajo
now.
করে নাই। আচ্ছা এখন রুদ্র করছে।
So whoever is listening is just listening to us talking about liking our own video.
Yes. It's fine. No one's actually.
Oh, now it's 5 actually. So there is someone extra who actually liked because all 4 of us just did it. So somebody extra like করে চলে গেছে।
Talk about the fucking podcast thing instead of the podcast itself. This is way too meta. Yes, we aren't community. We're not a Dan Harmon show, please.
I mean, I'm just waiting for at least if it shows 5 people watching, then I would know, that there's like at least one more guy here, and we can talk for his benefit.
Someone say hi. That would basically
Hello.
Get us started.
Hola.
No, nobody. Someone say hi.
It's still us.
Yeah, nobody's in the comment.
Dude, क्यों voice से क्यों hi बोलबे ना? I'm talking about someone saying hi in the comments.
So you should have said someone type hi.
Right.
Guys,
I didn't mean one of us.
Oh no, someone was not one. This is
I retracted the message. It's fine. I retracted the message.
Oh, you can retract the messages for. This is an interesting thing.
I retracted the message. Don't worry, guys. It's fine. No one.
Wait, it says 4 watching now. If it says 4 watching now, besides me, that's 3. So that means there's one other guy here now.
Yes.
So if there's somebody else who's not in Thwip in the stream right now, can you please type hi so we can at least talk for your benefit?
Otherwise, we're not talking for anyone's benefit because.
Otherwise, we're just gonna hang out like we do all day, anyways.
Yes.
Oh my god. This person will not type hi. God.
I think they're just shy.
Don't be shy.
Just say hi. That rhymed.
We're rhyming on stream now.
I am a rapper. Yes.
We need someone to say hi so we know that it's not just us.
Maybe I'll just download this audio from YouTube and then edit this part out and then upload it again. So we've been streaming for 3 minutes and we have one. We should have done. Actually, never mind. We shouldn't have done it on Facebook. We want to promote the YouTube platform more.
It's fine.
We'll probably get more views on YouTube, on Facebook, but.
Give me a sec.
He chested me to YouTube. I was thinking of something else. What was I thinking of? I forgot. It won't be a podcast if we use webcams, right?
It'll still be a podcast. It's still a podcast.
Yeah.
Well, we need to figure out the webcam situation then. Maybe,
I mean, I have. I'm not promotion. You can just you can use your phones as webcams, right? Using Droid Cam.
I have like laptops, so they're all built-in webcams.
We're all fine. We all have webcams. It's fine. Webcams are not.
Yeah, but do we really want to show our faces?
No, not tonight. No,
not
tonight we're shy.
Tonight we're shy. We're shy.
So one more time, I'm gonna ask if there's one guy who's watching who's not in Thwip, Not us, basically. There are four of us online. Oh, zero.
Hello. See, I told you.
Okay. So did এতক্ষণ লাগলো আমাদের মেসেজ শুনতে না তুই এতক্ষণ ডিসাইড করলে
না
I
না
should
না
say
না
hi?
না না জিরোরে মাত্র ট্যাগ করছি আই জিরোরে মাত্র পিএম করছি
Oh, so that's still four watching. So you shouldn't be saying five watching.
It's 3 watching now.
Oh no, I scared the guy away.
Oh no.
Alright, it's fine, it's fine. Let's just talk about what we want to talk
Oh wait,
about.
I have another question though. If you're not signed into YouTube and you're watching, would you show up as a viewer?
Yes.
You would? No, that
Yes.
actually হ্যাঁ ওরা আমাকে সেপারেটলি না সেপারেটলি দেখায় না দেখায় হ্যাঁ দেখায় হচ্ছে they show analytics where they show people
I know, I can see it too, Mama.
where
Graph
what's it
thing,
called?
yes, the graph.
Yeah, non-subscribed, but they don't show signed in versus non-signed. Anyways, acha, let's start this. We have waited 5 minutes since it's been 5 minutes since we started this stream, and we have given 5 minutes for anybody to come on. Acha, hi, whoever's listening to us today. This is the first episode of Thwipcast on YouTube, which means we're pretty much officially launching a podcast on YouTube. And Thwip's basically me, Munazil. The other guys can introduce themselves.
I'm Rafi. Hello.
I'm Rodro. Hi.
I'm Raj. Hi.
So that's
Wow, Raj
that's
finally said something.
Raj has been saying stuff. এতক্ষণ তো বলতেছিল Raj.
Ah,
But yeah,
that's
that
really nice.
those three guys and me, or four of us, are basically Thwip. And what Thwip is about, if you are actually here and listening, you should already know what Thwip is about. It's not like somebody who doesn't know what Thwip is about to be listening to this. But yeah, what Thwip's about is basically we are a platform out of Bangladesh, and we do geek stuff. We talk about everything that, since we're all geeks, we talk about geek stuff that we watch, read, play, and consume. So aajke what we try to do is we're going to talk about the current state of DC Comics. And so like all of us have like different interests into what DC is doing right now. Like Rafi's into the TV shows more and less into the comics. Rodro's reading the comics, or maybe he's reading some characters, not the others. And Raj is reading. So that's all four of us are here, and we're going to talk about different aspects of it.
Fuck,
And-
we should talk about the fact that the industry is dying.
And
Well, no, overall, if you think about it, Ja Hoise, for the people who don't know what happened, is basically DC just got laid off in a massive way. Their parent company AT&T/Warner Brothers let go of pretty much pura senior editorial team. They let go, excepting Jim Lee. And Jim Lee, I think he's not a publisher anymore, and he is the COO, or the Chief Creative Officer, CCO actually. So Jim Lee এখন mouthpiece DC, so he's the only one talking about what's going on in DC. But basically what has happened is AT&T and Warner Brothers has fired a lot of people who are old school DC guys. And as of today, I think Jim Lee একটা আর্টিকেলে বলছে, একটা ইন্টারভিউতে বলছে যে they're going to cut back out on printed comics, and they're going to go digital, and they're going to reduce their current slate of titles by at least 75%. So it's going to be like just major Batman, Superman type of জিনিসগুলাই থাকবে.
Yep.
So that's where the industry is heading, and frankly, আমরা এটা নিয়ে অনেক জোক করছি যে Disney is going to buy out DC, and it's a real it's a real possibility right now. It's not surprising যেটা এখন হতে পারে, because AT&T and Warner Brothers are hemorrhaging money. They're hemorrhaging money like crazy. ওদের টাকা পয়সা নিয়ে টানাটানি পড়ে গেছে, ওদের লোনের অ্যামাউন্ট বেশি, more than the revenue coming in, and therefore they are at one point going to have to sell these IPs, which are appreciating IPs actually. মানে ভ্যালু বাড়তেছে, which means in case of in business terms, which they have to sell. So IPs like Batman, or IPs like Superman, or IPs like Wonder Woman, which are very valuable IPs, these will go for like একদম pennies on the dollar sell করে দিতে হবে to somebody, and to be Disney, which I want.
Could
Uh, and I'm not gonna lie, that's something I'm looking forward to. And I mean, Disney কিনলে, we have they have
amalgam again. You get amalgam again.
amalgam
Yeah,
channel. Just think about this, right? Just think about this, and which is where my perverse pleasure about this is coming in. All those guys who have been screaming about DCEU is better than MCU, you're gonna have to watch the DCU.
Uh-huh.
So So Disney will have Marvel and DC, and they'll be making joke movies about Batman.
Oh, FK asked the
Uh-huh.
question. It's like,
What?
do you think Disney will be doing the same with Marvel and outsource the comics to a different publisher for IP rights and farming?
I mean, that isn't that basically what Jim Lee said about DC Collectibles. DC Collectibles to Taktasana. DC Collectibles is becoming DC Direct again, and what they're doing is they're not going to be making the things anymore, and they're going to be outsourcing the statues and the figures to other companies like they do with McFarlane. Otaku this in case actually, and he has actually said the price point is going to go up for DC Collectible stuff as well. So I'm gonna assume, they're going to outsource the comics to a different publisher because they did it with they changed the what's it called, the distributor from Diamond to I think it's called ACU and Luna নামে দুজনকে দিয়ে দিছে distributorship. So those
Okay.
two guys are doing the distributionship, and so they might do it with the comics as well. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see where they go with it. মানে
I mean, if they're going out of print, like print যদি আর নাই focus করে and they're just going digital, then it's
well
not a lot.
it depends on a lot of things. It depends if they're going to not focus on print or not. We are not really sure about that, but like
Yeah.
the comics industry right now is completely based on collectors. Nobody buys comics for reading. They can just read it either pirate core and they can read it digitally.
Yeah.
In a sense that they are correct. I looked at the figures for Three Jokers issue 1, right? They
Mm-hmm.
have already sold. I think 300,000 copies have been already sold,
Mm-hmm.
and that's an $8 book.
Mm-hmm.
So they have sold like 300,000 copies of an $8 book just because of it's a Joker book. I couldn't get the reason now. Why would you buy an $8 book in this climate? The only reason is because of the value of the IP. The Joker value is that
Yeah, it's a
IP is
collectible.
that.
It's a collectible.
It's like I want Three Jokers, even if I don't, even if the story would suck or shit, but I would want it just because the industry is based in such a way. Everything is like collectible in ওই sense করা হয়. So I
Yeah.
don't know what's going to happen in terms of print. DC is not that stupid that they're going to stop prints of Watchmen or they're going to stop prints of Sandman because
Uh-huh.
those are the revenue makers and those have been making revenue for a long while for them. So where, but if DC does go out of print, the comics industry as a whole will die. But we have been here before. It's not like এই জায়গাটা আমরা আসিনি. There was a huge comic burst in the early 90s, late
And that's the
90s and
thing.
the
I
early
think the
2000s.
comic industry in like mainstream comics will not be what it is now. But I don't think that's such a big deal, Karon. Like, if you look at DC and Marvel, I mean, at least Marvel or Ketre, they don't really care about the comics as much anymore, Karon. The IPs give them a lot more value in other forms, in TV shows, movies,
No,
video
video
games.
games now as well. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, Marvel treats other comics IP গুলাকে more like supplementary material to the other shit they're doing right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, you like your movie, maybe you want to read. But then again, I tried reading Empire, and that shit gave me a headache. Like, what the fuck is happening in that shit? So I don't know
Yeah.
what they're doing, right?
So I
And
feel like
if
stuff like image and stuff are gonna become
More
like
dominant.
more prominent, more
Yeah.
dominant. Huh?
It's about time.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but then again, Image's business model is completely based on creativity. See, their
Yeah.
Image owns nothing excepting the logo. They don't own anything. So if you're
Uh-huh.
a good writer, your comics will sell, and that's completely money in your pocket pretty much. Image takes a little bit of a cut for publishing and other stuff, but like it's more than likely it's money in your pocket. So that business model is never going to go out of style or out of fashion because creators
Yeah.
will create. That's how they make money. So Image as a
Yeah.
brand is built on creators, so it's going to exist anyways. এই যে ডিসি থেকে যে এতগুলো লোক চাকরি গেছে ওরা কই যাবে? They're not going to go to Marvel. Marvel's not going to hire anybody for the comics franchise. They're going to go to Image and do Image shit.
Yep. I mean, like, if that's what happens, I honestly look forward to it because, like, the way mainstream comics have been going, it's not it's not what it used to be, and
Like, isn't Dark Horse dead already?
I don't
Mm,
think so.
I don't think so. I know they're doing more. They're still doing some stuff, but no, I
They
don't think
got
they're
their
dead.
most profitable IPs taken away by Disney, like Aliens and Predators.
Wait, let's see. Dark Horse IP, blah blah blah. They still have their own, like কিছু না কিছু আছে. They still have Buffy.
Buffy has been a good seller for them for a
Yeah,
while.
plus didn't Buffy like reboot কয়দিন আগেও as well?
হ্যাঁ বাফি মনে হয় নতুন একটা সিজন রিবুট করে সিজন
Yeah,
চালু
full.
করছে
They did a full reboot like last year, like Buffy, Angel, yeah, like everything. There was a whole reboot for everything, and it's like okay. So now Dark Horse still has some stuff, but at the end of the day, I mean, yeah,
But then again, publishers like Dark Horse are not the thing though. But look at the industry as a whole. If DC goes out of business, it's not. It's as we're even if we're saying Image jabe, Image will do good, and that's good because creatively we're gonna see a lot more other stuff. But these are
Yeah.
characters that are you would always think that there'd be a Batman or there's the Superman. Can you
Yeah,
imagine
yeah.
Batman not being published anymore? Because nobody can work with it unless they have
Yeah,
the
they
IP.
will be. They will be. It's just that it's not gonna be as big. I don't think the comics industry is gonna be as big of an industry like going forward.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Karon,
saying. As a whole,
yeah.
if DC dies, it will cripple the industry to a certain in a certain way. যে industry বলেই কিছু থাকবে না.
Hmm.
so comics will actually be dead. That sounds fun.
The
What's the
difference
difference?
between manga market and comics market is a little bit weird because what we understand as manga, this is I have very limited knowledge about it. মানে আমি খালি
Hmm.
সুপার আইপ্যাচ উলফের ভিডিও দেখা যা জানি সেটাই বলতেছি. Most famous thing is Shonen Jump, right? So
Yeah.
they are the purveyors of whatever you think are curators of manga to the world. Ja
Yeah.
world famous hoy, it comes out of Shonen Jump. The other stuff, they have light novels and they have Shiusha. Is Shiusha Shonen? Shonen Jump? Like, Shiusha
Not
is a
sure.
separate publication. There is another publication called Shiusha,
There's
I
a
think.
bunch of publications. Like Shonen Jump's just the big
The most
one.
famous one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the most famous one. Because
So
shonens are the popular anime.
and basically how Shonen Jump works is it works on a merit system or a voting system. So whatever stories they carry in one volume or one issue, it's a big fat book. At the end, there's a poll, so you can
How
rank
many
all
how
these.
many running series do they have at a time again? I forgot. Like
I think they
12,
have usually
15?
have 12, 15 থাকে, and you depending on the votes, they tally it every week. And weeker পরে যখন দেখে if something is declining, they cancel it immediately. They don't carry anything that is not running well or not selling well or people not reading. ওরা carry on করে না. So they have a very strict system of this shit is not working. Let's get rid of it. So other sales is consistent because in a way people don't like it. They don't have to read it. There's something else coming out. And the other thing is they get 15 running stories for the price of one book. In comics, you have to buy 15 different books to read 15 ongoing stories. Into manga, you can just buy one volume, and that goes for all publishers. Jara romantic novel, romantic manga liktese, ba fashion designing manga liktese, ba whatever bullshit that the Japanese are thinking up, it's always a thing. So they keep on releasing stuff that is actually suited to the market, and they know what the audience wants. So it's always in a way that
Yeah.
it's trendy. Like I think they did they cancel Bleach or Bleach ended?
It was basically editorial pressure and shit, and I guess Kubo just
Yeah.
got mad. Kubo just gave up.
I
Like,
mean,
Kubo just didn't want
they
to do
they
it.
did like tell him to end it quick or
Huh.
something, right? Like they rushed him to
They rushed an ending,
get over
basically.
with it.
Huh.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
and again that was also because কারণ popularity drop করে গেছিল. I think it was
Yeah,
10
yeah.
or
ওই
8
তো অনেক আগে,
ranking
ওইটা
in.
অনেক আগে, ওইটা অনেক আগে।
Yeah, আমি ওইটাই বলতেছি যে like Bleach was the big three, right? It's not like
Yeah.
যে Bleach একটা
I mean,
no
that's
name
probably the only reason they gave him some leeway to finish it. If it was any other series that wasn't as popular, they probably wouldn't have cared. Like,
basically, yeah. So ওই জায়গাতে ওই লিওয়েটা পাইছে, অন্য কেউ কিন্তু লিওয়ে পায় না, ধাপধুপ ক্যান্সেল করে দিত. So ওকে ওই কুবোকে they gave them that benefit, you know what, let at least finish your story in some way, shape or other. So manga, like I said, it differs in very different ways, and if you guys are interested in manga writing and behind the scenes stuff, I would recommend Bakuman. It's pronounced Bakuman, right? Because they
Yeah.
never, why is it called Bakuman? They never say Bakuman the word in the manga or the anime.
what does it
What does-
mean? Does it mean something?
I don't know.
I don't. Somebody Google this. Shonen Jump is actually hosting an internet. Yeah, we know. Shonen Jump is hosting a one shot, which is
The word,
September 1
So
deadline.
it's
Yeah.
theorized that The man comes from manga,
Oh.
and the baku comes from bakuchi, as in gambling. So it's like
Oh.
they're
So,
gamblers.
well, okay, so it's thematic.
Or
Basically,
yeah,
Arkeef,
it's thematic. Yeah.
if you're writing a manga in Japan, it's taking a
I
chance or a
mean,
gamble.
if we're gonna talk about titles that make sense or don't make sense, we need to talk about Bleach.
Yeah, what's Bleach? Why is it called Bleach?
He wanted to call it Black, I think, based on like initially it was supposed to be called Snipe because of the guns, because he wanted to do guns and shit. Then he realized swords were cooler or some shit, so he changed it to Black. Well, at least he thought it was gonna be black because they were black, but that would sound stupid. So he's like, what's the opposite of black? White. What's white? Bleach.
Oh god, that is so dumb. But that's so cool
That's
as well.
cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
Actually, wait, let me read some of the comments. Oh wow, this is live. I thought it was a premiere of a recording. No, it's live. It's a
Modo
cast.
sexo. Okay, thank
Yeah, that's why it's going out of topic so much.
you. Yes.
Okay, yeah. Chupkor motherfucker doom PFP. Okay, I got the first four words. I don't know what PFP means.
Profile
It's
picture.
probably because I'm
Profile.
I assume. I
old.
don't know.
MF Doom. MF Doom is awesome. I fucking love MF Doom.
Oh, did he mean MF Doom, the rapper? Oh, okay.
so?
Yeah, his profile picture.
I love his Christmas album.
Whose profile picture is MF Doom? Oh, Rudra Roy's profile picture is MF Doom. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
a great
it is.
album. Oh, yeah, he
Yeah,
also
yeah.
said Modo Sexo, which is the album of MF Doom. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So, yeah, I covered everything, I think, in the comment section right now. Naveed basically says, I know you guys are talking about DC today, but somebody talk about Attack on Titan OLS.
Please,
Does anyone want to talk about Attack on Titan?
Dude,
I don't want to talk about Attack on
No.
Titan.
Bole kila bas. Everything I say will just spoil shit. I don't want to
Attack
spoil
on,
shit for people, man.
okay, basically, Attack on Titan is a dream. You know, it's all happening in a dream. Nothing's real in the show. And
The show doesn't
Eren,
exist.
you know, the
It's all
first scene
part of your
in
imagination.
the first scene that they show that Eren is actually lying down. That's his dream. He's having a hell of a nightmare. It's an acid trip.
Yes. Good.
All right. Now we're back
Also,
on topic.
Another
Yeah.
thing I want to say about Attack on Titan, I feel like the manga just happened because like the Kijani Nam writer there,
Tara.
like he probably just wanted to do anatomy studies and figured he wants to make a manga out of it because that's what all the Titans look like.
Isayama, Hajime Isayama, right?
Is this
Isayama.
All the
Isayama-
Titans look like anatomy studies, like you know how you like trace all the muscles and
Isayama
whatnot.
is a weird artist. Just let him live.
But the manga art is really bad though.
Yes, it is, but it kind of once you get used to it, it really like the weird anatomy and everything. It really feeds into it. It works well for the tension and the style he's going for.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's obviously if you're gonna be experiencing that shit, I would suggest watch the anime because really well animated, amazing music, just overall superior. It's better.
Oh yes, DC fandom, Yeniable.
Plus, Isayama is like I think he's super racist against Chinese people or something. I don't know. Like he supports, like Japan Kun massacre or some shit. I don't know. Like
Oh, the rape of Nanking.
the rape of Nanking or some shit. The rape of Nanking. Yes. He supports.
It's
that.
basically a Japanese neo-Nazi.
He's a neo-Nazi. Which kind of makes sense since his main character is a fascist. And the entire shtick right now is
Is that why they're all
Wait,
like
don't go
German?
right now, shit. Don't go
Oh,
into
right.
now, shit.
Yeah, Munazro was still watching the.
What the hell?
Okay, whatever.
Is it
No,
why things are
no.
so German?
That's why things are so German. He's a fucking Nazi.
Well,
Isayama is a fucking Nazi,
No,
guys.
you look at the uniforms,
Based
right?
Isayama.
Look at the uniforms and look at the way they
Based.
do their salute. I think the salute is like the first half of the Hail Hitler thing.
Uh-huh.
They just don't extend their hands.
You heard it, you heard it here first, guys. Attack on Titan is Nazi propaganda.
I mean, it's called Attack on Titan, guys. I guess.
Well, if you talk about
Wait,
think about the
wait, the
They want
Titans
to
are the
burn
Jews.
down the
Who's
capitalist.
the Jews? Who's the Jews?
The Titans?
Nah, wait. Yeah. Yes.
well, no,
But
the
Eren
Titans.
is a Titan.
Okay, if we discuss that, we're gonna go into spoiler territory. So
Oh,
let's
right.
not.
Munazro, I'm sorry, Mama.
spoiler
Hi, Mama. Bashkar,
spoiler
Mama.
spoiler territory ছাড়াও YouTube's gonna flag us as Nazi propaganda.
That too.
Sure. Okay, yeah.
So yeah, back on topic. FKU said, also it's funny how the firings happened before DC fandom and the
Ha!
amount of
That
Pope
is
and
the
PR speed.
weirdest shit ever.
It's listen, it wasn't planned. Like, look, they fired about 300 guys of WB and of what's it called?
No. আমি বলি it's a
Bolo
publicity
bolo bolo.
stunt. They
Yeah,
think
look,
they know যে firing করা করলে more people will tune into fandom.
Because
like,
more people will give a shit,
no,
right? Ha.
Yeah,
I
it's
wasn't
like
gonna
oh
watch
কি হচ্ছে
fandom.
এখন?
So
Yes,
No
AOT's
one
the
would
new
have
Mein
cared
Kampf.
about
Yes,
fandom.
yes, I agree. AOT's
so
the new Mein
definitely,
Kampf.
it's actually a pretty good publicity stunt. That we, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody goes, it's cancelled. Like boom kora bola dilo je, we're not
Fandom
doing DC
cancelled?
fandom, it's cancelled.
Guys, we
Yeah,
hyped it
fandom's
up. We
cancelled.
hyped it up for like what, 2 months? Goodbye. Doesn't
And
exist.
now we're not gonna do it. But like, yeah. So could be a publicity stunt. I don't know.
I honestly wouldn't have tuned in until all the recent news hit. And
Yeah,
now I'm like, okay, now I'm
Now I
hyped
care.
for
Now I
fandom.
care. It's like, what do they have? What are they gonna show us? এখন actually একটা interesting ইয়ে আসছে.
like, what is the shit show gonna look like? Are they gonna fire somebody live?
That's
Jim
what they
Lee.
saved Jim Lee for.
Wait. এই কারণে জিম্মিরে ফায়ার করে নাই? Are we losing Jim Lee? Guys?
That's
Jim
the
Lee's
event finale.
Jim Lee's like doing his panel and shit, and they're like, Jim, we want to talk about something, and they bring
মাইক নিয়ে স্টেজের মধ্যে একদম মাঝখানে দাঁড়া করা হবে, ঠিক আছে?
and they bring Trump on, and Trump fires him.
Trump does the you're fired thing. Okay, yeah. The greatest fandom finale ever. Mashallah, brothers, mashallah.
What a
That-
twist.
What a
That was weird. But also on the interesting side, DC is actually printing shit that they haven't printed ever before, and I think that's due to the firings. And they're like, we might actually lose the license to this shit. Like back in the day, right after the first crisis, Alan Moore wrote a story proposal. Right, it was called Twilight of the Superheroes, or the Twilight of the Heroes, I think it was called.
Alright.
No, Twilight of the Superheroes. Basically, it was a proposal in which the story was based like it's in the future, and the future world is ruled by superhero dynasties. So there is the House of Steel, which is Superman and his wife Wonder Woman. The House of Thunder, which is the Marvel family, and the Teen Titans have their own house. It's like Game of Thrones. Think Game of Thrones before, like 20 years before Game of Thrones was even an idea. So the Teen Titans have a house, and the Justice League have a house, and the supervillains have a house. Batman and non-powered heroes, they have a power because they're non-powered. And আরেকটি alien alliance ছিল যেটার মধ্যে ছিল Green Lantern Corps, Martians, and the Thanagarians, which is Hawkman.
Alright.
So basically, the story starts with John Constantine telling John Constantine what happened in the future.
Oh, okay.
So him
Future
and
John
Rip Hunt,
Constantine or past John Constantine?
yeah, yeah, exactly. In a bar, and they're drinking, and he's telling him the story. So John Constantine and Rip Hunter have actually traveled back in time, and they are going to all the heroes who would get caught up in this huge dynasty level fight at the end of time, and destroys the earth and everything else and all that shit. So they're trying to. The whole story was basically they're trying to go into all the other books as well. Will they're tie-in হবে. So maybe they'll show up in a Superman book and they'll say Superman দেখো এটা হইতেছে এই কাহিনী. So he was doing the Marvel style of event with a mainline book and tie-ins. Like 30 years ago, he had this whole concept, right?
Poor guy.
So he actually proposed this story, and so John Constantine and Rip Hunter, pura story they dekhai je they're trying to warn all the superheroes, look, don't do this, and they're trying to stop this future from coming true, but actually they are trying to make sure it actually does come true, because they believe that the humans should be free and not be under superhuman rule, so they want that final battle to happen and all the superheroes to die. And publish it because it's Alan Moore, and so therefore the future heroes are all either rapists or perverts or tyrants and stuff like that.
Of course.
Like
course,
one of the central plot of the series is the question looking into a murder, which is a bondage themed murder of what later turned out to be underage Billy Batson. So basically, the central plot of the series is the question looking into a murder, which is a bondage themed murder of what later turned out to be underage Billy Batson. So basically, the central plot of the series is the question looking into a murder, which is a bondage themed murder of what later turned out to be underage Billy
Underage Billy Batson. Okay, so the primary
Yeah.
suspect was Wonder Woman.
I don't know. But what happened was basically whatever this entire concept, they just shelved it and they did not publish it. And they took the ideas later on, like Kingdom Come idea ta theater moti. So Kingdom
Yeah.
Come became,
They took
you
inspiration
know,
from it and shit like that, and oita
yeah, they
hoise.
just took, yeah. So and the way he was trying to bring the multiverse back in, because after the first Crisis on Infinite Earths,
Mhm.
the multiverse was done with, right? So DC actually were like, no, we're not bringing the multiverse back. But after Infinite Crisis and 52, not New 52, 52, there was a separate series called 52.
Mhm.
They did bring the
Yes.
multiverse back as well, and the continuity idea, which DC calls now hypertime, which is like everything happening at the same time and everything is canon. That's
Mhm.
basically Moore's idea as well. So a lot of DC, what we see currently, including Watchmen shit, is basically Alan Moore. Alan Moore is like the father of DC in so many ways.
Mhm.
So yeah, DC is publishing the whole proposal in one of the upcoming books. I think it's called the ending of the 80s or 80s era ending something, and the
Mhm.
entire proposal for the first time ever, the entire proposal is actually going to be
I
ad
wonder what
infinitum.
Murtaza feels about this.
Orar feel করার কিছু নাই. He has pretty much given up on DC and stuff like that. I want to know your thoughts on Snyder Nut and why the hell is that getting a $90 million budget?
Wait, what? What's getting a
Hey,
$90 million budget? Raj?
The
Uh,
Snyder Cut. He's called
Snyder
it
Snyder
Cut.
the
Cut.
Oh,
Snyder.
Snyder not.
Very
uh,
nice. Very nicely done, FKU. What are my thoughts on it? Look, I am looking forward. Everything about DC right now is how badly can they fuck it up show.
Yep.
You know?
Okay, Munazir, না এখানে আবার তোমার সমস্যা আছে. You hate
Yeah.
something. You hate one of the things they've done recently, which is actually really good.
What?
Harley Quinn.
The cartoon show?
হ্যাঁ.
Dude, oh
That's
my
the
god,
future.
that
I want
show
that
is
shit to be
so
the future.
bad.
ঠিক আছে? Edgy, dark bullshit, but it's actually funny and it's very on the nose and self-aware.
Harley Quinn is so bad
The
though.
only
Oh my
reason you
god.
hate it is because of her voice, which I get.
Look, Kelly Kyoko's voice is shit. The jokes are lame.
No.
Oh my
No.
god, none of those
The
jokes
jokes
land.
are good. When the Joker says women aren't funny, I felt that. ঠিক আছে?
Yeah,
That's
Oh,
amazing.
yeah. I think King Shark is as a main character, and he keeps saying, "I'm a shark." I think that's his entire shtick.
No. He actually gets scared at it. But yeah, he says that occasionally.
I saw the whole of first season with Joker building a tower in the middle of stuff, and and then Harley Quinn coming and saving everybody and all that shit. I think I even saw a thing that Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy actually slept together in the show and everything.
They slept together in season 2. Yes.
yeah, in season.
Slept together in season
Okay, let me answer
Repeatedly.
FKU's repeatedly. Okay, now I might actually. Is there voice acting for that as well? I mean, is
There's
Kelly Cook?
flashbacks. There's
little bit.
flashbacks.
I mean, Kelly Cook is ruining sex for everyone now as well. Lesbian sex too.
Yes.
Okay.
She's ruining everything.
And then the Dr. Psycho broadcast that to
Oh, hi,
everyone.
Dr. Psycho broadcasts the memories of sex, the memories of their intercourse to everyone. It's
That
pretty funny.
show is so juvenile.
That's
I'll
the
probably-
point. That's the point.
point.
The show does it on purpose, and it's really cool because they're fucking self-aware as hell. Like, I love their take on Batman. Right, the entire episode where it's like just
Damien,
Bruce-
though.
Huh? Oh yeah, Damien. Damien's entire shtick. I'm your nemesis. I'm your nemesis. Keeps showing up. He just keeps showing up.
It's not made for my generation, I guess. So
Okay.
it's,
Fair.
Fair.
But then again, like, okay, no, look. Teen Titans go to the movies, right? That's not made for my generation. I'm definitely not the target customer for that movie.
No,
right?
but that was amazing. That was unique. All right.
That is an
amazingly.
amazingly. That's an amazing fucking movie. I love that movie. I've seen it like 10,
Did you
15
guys watch the
times. Right?
sequel? The
Yeah.
the
Teen Titans
crossover?
versus
Yeah,
Titans.
I was
Teen
a
Titans
sequel,
versus Titans Go. Yeah. They were there.
Yeah, it was the sequel as well.
Yeah.
But like I said, like, see, so you can make good, funny shit without pandering to a certain segment,
I
right?
mean, that's the thing. Harley Quinn doesn't, honestly. Like, that
But
legit.
no, that
What
again,
did they
again,
pander to?
that's my point, right? That's DC's entire shtick.
Now, Harlequin started pandering to the LGBT thing. They
ওইটা season 2
the
থেকে
first
করছে
season two, which was out of left field.
not really initially থেকে ওরা বলে রাখছিল that they want Harley and Ivy to get together, so I didn't really give a shit about it. Like, it's like you knew that they were end goal. The only problem was like Kite Man. You genuinely feel like Kite Man gets shafted. Like, he's a really good character.
Yeah.
Poor Poor Kite Man.
The way he got, I mean, the way he realizes that, I mean, he got cheated on. It's like so bad.
like I said, like I saw season one, right, and I was like, it was just okay. I'm watching it, so I'm gonna finish it. But like, it was not. Oh, I need to watch the next episode, and I need to know what happens. But if they change the voice actress, Kaylee Cuoco is just annoying as fuck, and she's always been annoying as fuck. If they do change her, maybe I'll give it a shot again.
Oh, there's a segment in the fandom thing where you can ask Kaylee Cuoco as Harley Quinn anything. So for half an hour, I think.
Oh God, I'm gonna live stream that, like
Nice.
with my thoughts.
Uh-huh.
Acha, to answer FKU, which is where we started, on the Snyder Cut.
Snyder Cut is going to be amazing. Because
I
that's all
think
that
this.
matters.
I
Black
really
Superman.
think. I really think Snyder Cut is going to provide us memes for the next 10 years. For the next decade, we're going to be set for memes from one single, and that's worth $90 billion.
Yeah, they changed Steppenwolf completely. They released a screenshot of his new design.
Yeah, Steppenwolf looks like a glitch effect in a Premiere Pro right now.
Yeah.
Like he's not fully rendered. Man, it's so stupid. Please talk about Barca conceding 8 goals. যদিও ওটা আমাদের দেশের জাতীয় টপিক আজকে, I really don't give a damn about Barca conceding 8 goals because Barca is shit. And that's not a topic my other 3 friends here are very familiar with. So it will just be me talking football if I start talking about Barca conceding 8 goals.
Acha, dude, like people hate on Teen Titans Go way too much. Like you're just
again.
not watching it with the right mindset, man.
But look, this is my problem with Teen Titans Go. Let me explain, okay? Teen Titans Go is a lot of people's entryway into knowing Robin as a superhero. Think about that for a second. Your first Robin is that. Now, the Robins as characters, as legacies, are amazing characters.
Yeah.
All of the Robins, even the worst Robin, which is probably Damien, and Damien, well, not Damien, I would say Tim
Damien
Drake.
no
is
joke.
You're gonna say
Tim
Jason.
Drake.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
I was
Yeah,
gonna
you're
say
my
Tim
favorite
Drake.
Tim's the
Robin.
best
Come
Robin.
on. I'm our favorite Robin.
Jason is the worst Robin, technically, like comparatively. Comparatively.
Well, Jason's not even technically a Robin.
He was.
Jason's,
He was.
But
Yeah,
he's
like-
just a kid with.
Both
issues.
Dick and Jason are better as characters when they grow up. Nightwing and Red Hood Hishabe.
Yeah.
Tim was great as Robin.
Like I said,
And he still is kind of.
there
Oh wait,
you
no,
can
now
you
he's
can have
Drake.
like
Now he's
see
Drake, yeah.
see
Now he's
see that's my point, right? We have differing opinions on the Robins because the Robin character is such a good character. আমার টিন টাইটান্স গো নিয়ে একমাত্র প্রবলেম হচ্ছে that stupid ass clown ass cartoon bullshit Robin is the first Robin for a lot of people, right?
I mean,
And-
I get that, but it's like if it's from a comedic perspective, take a say, I fucking love him just because like
I think the only redeeming point in that entire thing for Robin was one Slade I think ওরা বলে যে I'm gonna train you and he says I already have a father. এরকম একটা সিন ছিল,
the
and
best
that was the
scenes for Robin in Teen Titans Go, because not the movies, like Teen Titans Go in the show, is whenever he competes with Wally. Take a sit. Mostly because the one time they race, Robin wins. Jano, Dick beats Wally in the
Yeah.
race. Do you know
In
how
Teen
he
Titans-
wins? You know how he wins? He bashes Wally's knee in with a fucking pipe.
He breaks his leg.
He legit breaks Wally's leg and then just runs away. Because fucking best character.
TTG it's fun, it's funny.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
TTG
say it's
legit.
not.
I'm gonna say we watch TTG when you're high. I'm not kidding. Because do not watch TTG sober. It's boring. You watch it when you're high, and it's amazing.
Uh-huh.
Teen Titans Go was quite funny. That I'll
Teen
give it.
Titans
But-
Go is a stoner comedy.
It's a stoner comedy. It's a stoner comedy. It's literally Pineapple Express, the TV show. You watch it when you're high, and you love it. It's amazing. Because never watch it sober. And again, then there's the people who expect Teen Titans when they watch Teen Titans Go. That's stupid. It's a completely
Wait,
different show.
didn't they have like a proper serious Teen Titans as well at that point? Like he OJ
No.
became Teen Titan Go,
No,
right?
no. ওইটাই Teen Titans শেষ হয়ে গেছিল তারপরে Go বের হইছে।
Right,
Yeah.
because I remember watching like a first episode of a serious, like T-shaped building tower. Like the art was serious as well and everything.
Oh no! They made fun of that. That was basically they did an episode where they used shots from the original Teen Titans, like an episode,
And
they
talk
mouth
about how
over
much
it.
cooler it is.
No, ওইটা আছে, ওইটা একটা আছে, but আরেকটা আছে where they just mouth over it. Like
No, but
they
I'm
redubbed
talking
it.
about I'm talking about there was actually a Teen Titans actual full show, right? Like a serious show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
they
was
were
back
that.
in the
No,
early
no, we're to the
2000s.
old, we're to the old. Yeah, the first one, the one that came out before Go.
Yeah.
Hey, man, that was Go followed that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah,
why
Yeah, yeah,
Go
yeah.
yeah.
gets so much hate because when Go was about to come out, everyone was like, "Oh shit, Teen Titans is coming back, right?" Because you have the same voice actors, you kind of have the same team and everything. But no, it was a comedy, so everyone got annoyed. It wasn't the same show.
So
Yeah,
wait,
so the second movie with Teen Titans and versus Teen Titans Go is like basically the only follow up to the original Teen Titans show we have.
Oh yeah,
acha.
then there's the Titans live action. Please don't talk about that.
Oh god.
Titans
Uh,
live action is a very good show.
Shut the
I
fuck up.
recommend it
Shut
to
the fuck up.
everybody. I want everybody to watch it with
Yes, yes, yes.
blades in your hand because self mutilation is actually better than watching that show. As you will realize as you're watching that show.
Oh my
Acha,
god.
wait. I want to ask something. So wait, mine's Dick.
Favorite
My
Robins?
yeah, not like my Dick. My favorite Robin is Dick. So you two are Tim Drake. What's
No, no,
Raja's
no, no,
yeah.
no, no.
favorite?
I'm a toe
Yeah,
dick.
mine
I'm a
was
toe dick.
Dick.
I'm a toe dick.
হ্যাঁ
Tim is my
তোরটাও
second
ঠিক
favorite.
আমি একবারও বলিনি তোরটা ঠিক না মানে আই গেট ইট সো তোরটাও ঠিক
I love
Thank you, my dick.
I'm a
রাজ
dick.
I love Grayson. Yeah, I love Grayson.
Like I like Dick as Nightwing. So he's not my favorite Robin.
oh okay wait you raise an interesting point
Yeah.
yeah I like Dick as Nightwing yeah Tim Drake is my favorite Robin yeah
Yeah.
Now I came to
yeah
love Damian more in the Superman. No, sorry, the
Super
Superboys
Sons?
comics.
Super Sons?
Super Sons, yes.
Yeah, Damien is actually a really good character and like yeah, especially New 52 তে ওকে অনেক ভালো করে redeem করছিল.
no my favorite Robin is the Robin King
Shut up. Shut up.
You know,
do you
at some point we're gonna have to talk about death metal.
I'm not talking about
No,
that
no, no,
matter
no.
but do you know
I'm Death Metal পড়ি না। আমি কি Death Metal কি ভাই? আমি জানি না। আমি পড়ি না। I'm sorry.
আচ্ছা I mean do you know the backstory of Robin King though
No,
do you want
I
me to
haven't
spoil
read
it for
that.
everybody
Bolo.
Sure.
No one cares. No
Acha.
one cares. Does anyone care about
Acha.
spoilers in the comments? No, you don't. Go.
Nope.
But if you cared about it, you've already read it. It's been out for a while.
Yeah.
Acha, basically, Robin King is Bruce Wayne from an alternate dimension who killed his parents and killed Joe Chill and blamed the death of his parents on Joe Chill. And he is a serial killer. And then he killed Commissioner Gordon. He killed the butler Alfred, and he killed everybody. And then he became and on his spare time he likes to think about how to kill superheroes.
The Robin
Wow.
King.
What was the thing like where he put Flash's mom's ashes or like কি জানি
Oh
একটা
yeah.
put it
To
into a flash ring like
to beat
something.
Barry Allen, basically he dug up the remains of his mother. Barry Allen's mother remains dig up kora Flash bhaba chaka khawai dia. He ended up, telling him how he was going to kill him. But the other part of that is DC right now does not only have one teenage supervillain who's crazy like this.
Superboy Prime is back, isn't he?
Superboy Prime is back as well in actually in Shazam. So DC has two teenage crazy
Two teenage
murder
assholes. Two teenage assholes. Two teenage assholes.
two teenage assholes.
I hate
But
teenagers.
that's not even the other weird part. The other weird part is the Flash is not any of the Allen or the West family. The Flash is actually Eobard Thawne right now. He's doing a Superior Spider-Man.
Oh right, yeah.
So it's Eobard Thawne in Flash's body,
Flash's
fucking with Impulse.
uh-huh.
Did you know Impulse actually died in the comics?
Yeah.
Yeah, Impulse died once. He's back since not New 52. He's back since Rebirth. But Impulse is he
Right,
died.
since the Young Justice reboot, right?
Yeah. So Impulse, basically in the comics, Impulse died by there was this clone of Impulse called Inertia, and
Right.
Inertia
I
got the
thought-
rogues.
Okay.
Yeah, Inertia got all the rogues together, and he made a machine that would take the Speed Force out of anybody, like sever your link to the Speed Force. So they severed the link to Bart from the Speed Force, and then they punched him to death. That's how Impulse died
He got punched
in
to
the
death.
comics.
He got punched.
Yeah,
to
but-
death, guys.
severing his connection to the Speed Force basically brought back Barry Allen and all those guys because they were stuck into another dimension in Final
Yeah.
Fights and all that shit. But yeah, that's how Impulse actually died in the comics, which was weird.
Then he just kind of appeared out of nowhere in issue 1 of Young Justice Rebirth.
Yeah, yeah, Rebirth. Rebirth
They're like,
basically
we're
was
getting Young Justice together.
Yeah, but so did Connor, right? He just appeared on
Yeah,
what
Connor. Yeah, Connor like reappeared as a farmer in some other dimension, and they found him there.
but Connor's best arc is
And he actually
actually
wanted to keep farming, but okay,
Okay.
jor kore ber koraise.
he was cosplaying as Thanos basically, so he just wanted to keep on farming.
And then
But
like Ferotanarpor, like most people don't remember him, including Superman. Then they take him to Pa Kent and Ma Kent, and they remember him, and they're all emotional. And Superman's like, "Oh, why don't they remember you?" And then John comes back, and he's like, "You replaced me already?"
Oh yeah, I saw that line. I saw that.
That
Yeah.
happened.
yeah, Connor gets replaced a lot.
No, John thought that
Basically, he
Connor
got
is his
replaced by his son.
replacement because
Yeah,
he
yeah,
went
yeah,
to the
yeah.
future.
But like for Connor, it was a running theme for all through Jeff Jones's run that he used to get replaced a lot. And you can see that in the Young Justice TV show as well because he has an inferiority complex.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's a show about inferiority complex. The whole
Uh-huh.
but
Yes, it's Young
Connor,
Justice.
yeah, Connor has like an extra layer of inferiority complex.
Uh-huh.
So, but the Jeff Jones run is the best Connor arc. That's the run where he gets a lot of character development, and then he goes bald because he wants to be like Lex Luthor. So that's the run. But oh my god, the original the teen not Young Justice Teen Titans run by Jeff Jones. There's this sick ass moment, and which is why I hate the new Deathstroke movie, right, where he's a hero and he has a son and everything, and he's basically a hero. In Teen Titans in the Jeff Jones runs, he shoots out Impulse's kneecaps while Impulse is running with a 12 gauge shotgun.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
It's fucking as painful as it sounds, and the art is amazing. So it's like Impulse laying there with no legs. His just kneecaps are gone. It's insane.
And this is before he dies.
And this is before he dies.
So how does he get his legs back?
Oh, he heals fast like Flash. It's all
Right.
I mean,
Flash.
yeah, Speed Force, right? Speed Force, right?
So
Right.
they heal
It's a
fast.
Flash, it's
So
a
he needed to get an operation done on his legs, but while they were doing the operation, he kept on healing at flash speed. So he's never really fully recovered. I think he's because they had to like depower him somehow. Because when Impulse showed up in the comics, he was insane. He was just like Wally was super OP, but Impulse যখন show up করে, he was like insanely OP, like on a whole different level OP. So they had to like depower him somehow, so they believe his knees out.
So it was
Also,
like,
love
it was like
to
a gradual healing thing. It was a gradual healing thing where he slowly.
he never
gets better.
he never got back to full speed.
Full speed,
Like
yeah.
post kneecap shot, he never got back to that full speed. Like that's what the thing about Young Justice. Not all of you know. I mean, you guys know. I'm watching it right now, right?
Mhm.
So oikhane আমার major grievance with the show is how they fucked up Wally West, right? Wally West is a little slow ass bitch.
Mhm.
Like anybody can run faster than Wally West, and people are like doing laps around him and shit like that, and I hate
But
that.
it fits well for this version of the character though.
Yeah, this Wally West is not really a hero as well. Like the Wally West that I grew up with the Wally West that I like, he would never give up superheroing and all that shit. And I kind of wait. Oh, one more thing. Artemis is an original character for the show, right?
Yeah. Artemis,
Because
right?
I don't I
And Aqualad,
like,
and Aqualad, and Aqualad, the black Aqualad. He's an original character.
well, Cal is an original version. Aqualad exists.
No,
but-
I'm talking about yeah, the one.
This version of the Calduram.
Yeah. Caldur
So-
is an original character. Not that one.
Lagoon Boy is also the version of this Lagan, which always reminds me of the Amir Khan movie. Is also pretty
Oh,
much
no,
an
no,
original.
Artemis isn't an original character. Artemis is not an original character. Artemis Croc first appeared in 1987.
Wow.
She,
Okay.
was, she was a bad
So-
guy, yeah, in Justice League, in Justice Society, Outsiders, shit like that. But yeah, she's not original. Calduram is the only original character.
Like the characters that I don't really know the backgrounds of in comics এখান থেকে হচ্ছে Calder,
Huh.
Artemis, Cheshire.
Huh.
Is Sportsmaster? No, Sportsmaster is. Yeah, I know Sportsmaster.
প্রথম তো হইতেই হবে because Artemis
He's a
is
Teen
the-
Titans villain. Yeah, he's a Teen Titans villain. He's basically a Deathstroke Well, Deathstroke too.
Shitty Deathstroke. He's a shitty Deathstroke. He's a shitty Deathstroke with a really bad name.
But what kind of a name is Sportsmaster
Sportsmaster.
though? Like,
Like, it legit sounds like
well,
he either
dude,
sells treadmills. Do you sell treadmills? I want
no,
to
no,
know.
no. When he showed up, right, the first time I saw him in Young Justice, and they're like, his name is Sportsmaster. I'm like, this guy must be really good at all sports, and he
Yeah.
uses like a cricket bat and a hockey stick and a hockey puck and a billiard. And I thought, like, oh yeah, Casey Jones doesn't a turtle say, and he has this little
Yeah.
oi style.
He's the greatest athlete in the fucking world. That's why his name is Sportsman.
He's the best athlete ever.
Cheshire's originally from Teen Titans by Wolfman and Perez.
Yeah, Cheshire is from. So I used to think that Cheshire Temple look up course. Cheshire is from Teen Titans. The other is Megan from anything in comics?
Miss Martian.
Miss Martian?
Not
Ag-
sure.
Chilo na?
Don't remember.
Yeah, Megan Morse.
Let's see.
Let's see. 2006, first appearance Teen Titans.
Young Justice is after.
Jeff Jones Teen Titans.
Yeah. So she appeared in the comics then in
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
There's
So Jeff Jones created Miss Martian because the editorial wouldn't let him use Supergirl.
that's interesting as well. Do you know there's a line in Jeff Jones's Teen Titans that is, and you wonder why there is no Teen Lantern. It's because he wanted to create a young Green Lantern, and editorial wouldn't let him. So he put the line in, and you wonder why there is no Teen Titan. Basically, in Jeff Jones' run, there's an issue.
There's
You know
a
what
Teen
hap-
Lantern now, though.
Yeah, there's a
Wait,
Teen
there
Lantern
is?
now.
Young Justice.
Yeah, this. Oh, Young Justice or a comics se watch. Comics
Bendis.
Oh, Bendis. Young Justice. There's a Teen Lantern,
So,
but like,
it's this young girl who hijacked a
Yeah.
Green Lantern ring or something.
yeah, I saw the promo for that. It's weird.
It's basically a ripoff of the Riri Williams from Marvel.
Yeah,
Like,
they made that
Tecto
into
Oroco.
another. They made it
It's
into a series called Parsec.
Like it's a short black girl with curly hair.
Is Riri Williams based on Rihanna?
It's called.
No.
Her name is Riri, so I assume she would.
So it's probably it's based on. I mean, it's Bendis, so or inspiration like Koddur Jabe.
No, Bendis has black children, right? Black daughters.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's racist. I'm just saying he has no inspiration.
What
Two
if
different
he
things.
What if he based the character on his daughters? I don't know.
But Bendis is Legion, though. My lord, that shit is bad. Oh my god.
FTO will kiss it though. Also funny how DC was doing pretty good until Bendis came along and did major changes. Yes, exactly. He fucked up John. He fucked up Legion.
Well, the thing
I
is,
was so hyped about
boy-
Legion due to Doomsday Clock, and then they just kind of.
Well,
Dude, the Doomsday Clock shaft is the stupidest thing ever. Take a say.
well,
was
if you
going
guys hate, Bendis right now,
Huh.
if you guys hate Bendis right now, Bendis is basically the future of DC. They're giving him all the keys
Nice.
to kingdom.
Yeah, well, why give it to Jeff Jones, right? Why give it to the guy who
But
literally made Rebirth?
Jeff Jones isn't. Yeah, Jeff Jones isn't with DC Comics anymore. He's with DC Films. He's not part of comics anymore.
No, but he writes Shazam, right?
Does he?
Yeah, he writes Shazam,
Yeah.
and he's doing 3 Jokers.
Yeah, 3 Jokers to sorry to Johnny. What to Jeff Jones?
Yeah, three. But yeah, three.
But that's the thing, like
Three-
he's busy doing other shit, so comics are the time then, which is why
He's bu-
Doomsday Clock took so long.
He's busy. He's busy ruining characters of unknown black actors.
Why are you doing this? If this gets flagged for racism, it's on you.
The Bendis Superman এর secret identity নাই করে দিল, but what's the point? Like, I feel like he just did it for no reason. There's no consequence. It just
Yeah.
happened.
So you almost as if it's almost as if that's what Bendis just does, Rudra. No consequences.
Nothing
Like,
Bendis ever writes has any consequence.
No,
Okay,
Ultimate
so
Spider-Man.
this huge development happened, but for what? And what happens because of it? কি হইলো? It's supposed to be a big deal, guys. Superman just told everyone that he's Clark Kent. It's supposed to be a big deal.
He was just riffing. Like I said, listen, Bendis' inspiration খুব বেশি দূরে যায় না. He wanted an I am Iron Man moment for Superman. So that's why Superman based. And see again, the same thing with IQ. He said, even though they kinda sort of like looked at it in Iron Man 3 way with the four 10 rings attacking, but like uh, his inspiration doesn't go very far. He wanted the same thing that Peter did in Civil War, right?
Keep.
Yeah, but what's the point of Legion though? Like he started.
What? Hello?
There is nothing of consequence to what the Bendis writes.
Yeah, like Legion doesn't even appear in future events.
Yeah. Love to hear your thoughts on J.J. Abrams supposedly doing Justice League Dark. Is J.J. Abrams writing Justice League Dark now?
No, he's
No, no,
producing
no.
it.
Talk
Oh,
about the TV
it's the
series.
HBO TV show.
Yeah, he's producing it.
Oh, he's producing it. And the Green Lantern TV show. I don't know what the shit's happening on that.
FQ brings up a good point. Bendis got paid by Marvel to ruin DC. Yes.
Ben
Yes.
Bendis. Ben,
Yes.
oh my god. Oh, that works on so many levels. You made a
Yes.
dumb. That the other guy was asking about Barca. So this is going to be a deep cut just for you. Bendis working for DC is Barca loaning out Coutinho to Bayern to score the last two goals. It's exactly the same thing. But yeah, Bendis is shit, and he's going to be shit, and he's all. I don't get it though. Early Bendis was really good. I don't know what happened, man. Bendis might be replaced by a Skrull who
Again,
can't write for
again,
shit.
again, again. No, no, no. It's creative burnout. Slaughter though. Slaughter though early on was pretty good. I'm not gonna shit on Slot. Spider-Man Human Torch was really good. Even his initial run was okay. His big time and shit was decent. Superior was good. Tarpor J ki
Oh,
baje
okay, yeah,
hoise.
fine. Gauntlet was good as well.
Gauntlet was good as
so-
well. But তারপর যে ও বাজে হওয়া শুরু হইছে ঠিক আছে মানে he's consistently getting worse.
But he was writing one book. Bendis to me mante raji achi. He was writing everything.
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
Slot was just writing one book though. So that's just
Slot just
running
sucks.
out of
Slot
ideas.
just sucks. Slot just sucks.
He has blocked me on Twitter as well.
Of course
So
he
yeah,
did.
he sucks.
Oh yeah, the whole thing, the PC joke thing. I remember that. Yeah.
Speaking of DC's future, what do you guys think
Slot,
Endless
Mark.
will be?
Ki?
Endless movie?
What do you guys think Endless Winter will be? The event that's coming up.
Oh.
Endless Winter.
It's a
Endless
comics or a movie.
DC. It's a DC Comics event crossover, I think.
It's probably going to be all the ice villains teaming up to take down Batman. I'm calling it now. It's like, guys, we can't stop Batman. There are too many of them. There's like a whole universe of different
There's
Batmans. So
literally-
everybody
and
wants to
there's
be
evil
Batman.
ones, there's good ones, there's young ones, there's Robin ones.
There-
there's ones
there's-
that laugh.
There's a Batman that actually thinks Darkseid used a gun at one point for some reason. The Batman who shoots.
Endless Winter. Apparently that's a character, Dolores Winters.
Oh god.
What?
Batman's getting a lot of new characters. He's got like bolam na je ghost maker একটা আসতেছে, and then
তারপরে যে
the
নিয়েছিল না, the designer
the
Yeah, the
designer,
designer.
the
who
mirror,
turned out to be dead.
the mirror.
Then the Underworld Broker or something.
Basically, his new villain is called the Mirror, and the Mirror is basically Gotham City personified,
Wow.
Okay.
and he's fighting entire Gotham in one guy.
এটা কি লিখতেছে? এটা কি লিখতেছে?
Tinian
I'll,
Fort.
I'll read it. I'll read it. Sounds
No,
stupid
yeah,
enough to be
Indian-
fun.
have you guys been reading Joker War?
No.
No, what's happening in that shit?
The Joker's
The
kill each
TV
other.
run- Oh, basically, like Joker took over Wayne Industries.
Oh, হ্যাঁ,
Enterprise.
ওটা শুনছে. I saw the memes.
Yeah.
Joker took over Wayne
Yep,
Industries.
all the assets are gone.
Yeah.
Bruce is
Like-
nothing.
So he equipped his people with all the weapons in R&D.
Was that the suit, Rudra? The weird shiny suit?
Oh no,
Yep.
that was apparently a teaser for something else.
Oh, okay.
Because Bruce sees it, he's like, wait, I don't remember this suit. Did you make it, Lucius? And Lucius is like, no, I didn't. I thought you did.
I thought
And
the
then they
So the-
recruited it.
So the white plastic-looking suit is made by Joker.
Maybe.
we don't know.
No, it's something else. Then they
he
showed
said
it in
it's
a yeah, like yeah got to Batman ke fear toxin Marcelo, and he sees this future where he's like a very bright and happy Batman, like who stops crimes before they even happen, and Gotham is peaceful. but it turns out to be a nightmare, and Joker kills Alfred, who is alive in this dream, by the way. It's this whole thing.
Guys, তোমরা বুঝো, like, to people who don't read comics in general, right? The shit Rudra is saying to me, as someone who reads this shit, is just gibberish. Like, কি বলতেছে?
And if we just
Like,
Okay,
comics
hold
is
on.
the ultimate
Hold on.
gatekeeping community. ঠিক আছে? কেউ ঢুকতে পারবে না এই বালের community তে।
Hold on. Hey, this is DC shit, right? I need to talk about what the Marvel new event because you think that
ওই যে Empire,
Empire opening issue, right? The first panel is a character nobody's ever seen before,
okay.
and he wears a mask made out of the ass part of the suit
What?
Spider-Man wore when he was Captain Universe, or he got the cosmic power shit, right? And he became this white blue dude with like, and so ওই costume part দিয়ে he wears a mask and he's investigating a murder of someone, and then he's like, oh shit, I can't solve this, let me look around. Oh wait, there's Daredevil and Elektra fighting on a roof 10 roofs over. I'm just gonna go and grab their attention and ask them to solve it. So he goes over there, gets Daredevil and Elektra to come over, not by calling them, by shooting at them. So they come to fight him, and then they say, "Alright, don't fight me, dead body. You guys need to investigate." Daredevil's like, "I'm blind. Yo, Elektra, you take over." Elektra's like, "Fuck this shit. I don't know shit about dead bodies." She calls Jessica Jones. Jessica Jones shows up. Jessica Jones is like, oh, what's going on? Who is this guy? Oh my god, there's a picture of this guy. Turns it over, and the frame, the Hala symbol on Captain Marvel's chest? Or
Yeah.
And that symbol's drawn there. And she's like, oh, Captain Marvel must be involved. So she goes over to Carol Danvers' house, and Carol Danvers is like, oh yeah, not here, not in my house. Come with me. They go down a lake, and under the lake is the Captain Marvel cave, or the Marvel cave. Then they look at the shit, and they're like, all right, I can't solve this. I need to talk to some other guys. Who are you going to talk to? I'm going to talk to that Chinese guy who became Hulk a few weeks ago.
ওই যে
So she-
কে নাম ভুলে গেছি রুদ্র
Amadeus Cho. Amadeus Cho.
Amadeus Cho.
Yeah, I know his name. I was just making a joke, right? So she flies over to Amadeus Cho, and Amadeus Cho goes, oh, look, I can't solve this for you, but I have a team who can solve this for you. And so he has a secret team, which has 3 members, and I forgot the other 2 members. I just remember the black guy who skateboards, Night Thrasher. He's apparently in the team for some reason, and he's apparently a very good detective. And Night Thrasher is like, oh man, I can't solve this. You know who I'm going to call? I'm going to call Richard Rider. Hey Nova, I got a dead body over here. Can you come solve this? Richard Rider is like, I'm fucking in space fighting, and fuck off, and hangs up. At this point, we cut to Las Vegas. I'm not done. Shut up. At this point, we cut to Las Vegas. You know why Las Vegas? Because fucking, what was the name of the guy who annulled, what's it called? Spider-Man's marriage? Mephisto. Okay, yeah. So, Ghost Rider, the original Ghost Rider, the one Nicolas Cage played, is basic Johnny Blaze. Johnny Blaze is now the king of hell. How is the king of hell? He has trapped Mephisto in a casino in Las Vegas. So he goes over to this casino to bring out Mephisto from prison for some reason, for I don't know why, and that is the point. Something else happens, and I'm like, this is fucking giving me a headache, and I stop reading.
At least I know what I'm reading tonight. Empire.
It's with an Y. It's with a Y.
With a Y! Shit, I mean, I did type করলাম কেন? Stupid এর মতো।
Shahriar, TTO, I want an episode where you all recommend Butcher Baker the Righteous Maker. Yeah, sure. But if you guys wanted to know, Butcher Baker Righteous Maker is an amazingly weird comic book about Superman if he was a murderous, horny, mustached guy. Pretty much. And the art's amazing. But it's an Image thing. I think it's not too long. I forgot how many issues it was. 6, 7, or something, that amount of issues. So you'd really enjoy it. It's very politicized, and it's a satire on sorts. So yeah, we'll do a video on that.
Sure. You mean, like, we should do a separate video on indie shit anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that making videos takes a long ass time. Like it's hard, guys. I can't explain to you how hard this shit is.
Wait, where did you get Keep doing it.
Is 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 Wonder Woman coming out? The Wonder Woman 84?
The
Is
movie?
it coming out? Yeah.
No idea actually. Let me look it up. Okay.
Do we have a date?
August
It's
12th.
to
What?
October.
Oh, wait, did it
I don't
get
know you.
released?
August
No, it
12th?
was to October, right?
Today's 15th.
Yeah, it says initial release August 12th, Belgium. What?
The Belgians?
The
The
Belgians,
Belgians
guys!
watched it already?
The Belgians have
Fucking
already seen
Belgians!
Wonder Woman. Every time, man, it's the Belgians. It's the Belgians. God damn it.
That reminds me of that line in that. It wasn't that Brad Pitt movie, right? The Germans are coming. This guy keeps on saying the Germans are coming.
Wait,
Was it? It was Snatch.
Snatch.
Yeah, the Germans are coming.
Wait.
That's a horrible German accent.
Yep. Wait, seriously, there's not even a proper release date for this fucking movie.
Do we have a release date
Second
for
October. Second October.
second
It's not-
October?
it's
Do we have a release date for
Black Widow.
Scarlett Johansson the movie?
Nope.
Scarlett Johansson the movie. Nope, no idea. But nah, ye to bear hoche, right? New Mutants is guaranteed coming out. They said that it will. Like, it has to because like they told the theaters and shit as well.
I have a feeling what they're gonna do is what they did with Mulan. They're just gonna release it on Disney Plus and charge you extra for it.
No. They're they told the
I-
theaters and shit.
You know what the most hilarious thing is going to be. If you guys don't know about the Mulan thing, it's basically Mulan theater release na diye, Disney Plus release korteche, and they're charging you $29.99 for the movie,
Yes.
which is like crazy, right? You're paying for the price of 3 tickets for a movie that on a streaming service that you already paid for. And
I
the
mean,
other fun,
it's not costing them anything. So even if they get a few people, like 2-3 জনও যদি হয়, they make some money for it.
dude, that's the funny thing, right? I'm gonna bet you right now they're gonna sell out. I mean, they can't technically sell out, but they're gonna make $1 billion of this.
Of course they will.
If they can make $1 billion of fucking Lion King, they're gonna make $1 billion of Mulan.
Mhm.
Like the Asian community is gonna go, it's our movie, and they're gonna pay for this shit $29.99 and watch this shit, and Disney's gonna like, oh, this shit works.
And
Let's do
they've
it
been
with
doing
New
it.
Mutants. Let's do it with New Mutants, and we'll be like, haha, Torrent BD, here we come.
No. I mean, how to para nahi.
I don't get.
এগুলো স্ট্রিমে বলতে হয় না.
Thwip doesn't
YouTube will
condone
figure it out.
pirating. Wink, wink. Please
We
pay
don't
pirate.
for Disney
Do not-
Plus.
Do not pirate.
Yeah,
Oh
never-
man, I'm sad. Kiss anime and Kiss manga are gone. That's like
I haven't used Kiss in ages.
I
man.
can't.
Yo,
How do you use Kiss? Kiss
Kiss
adds the
anime.
bhora. And like every
Dude.
if
As
you-
long
if
as
you use
Nia
the
doesn't go away, I'm
Yeah,
good.
as long as Nia doesn't go away, I'm perfectly fine. Nia is all I need, man.
Dude, I read 910 chapters of One Piece on Kiss. I need to finish the thing.
Madokami.
Or
Madokami.
Takeo.
Madokami.
Madokami.
Manga Dex. ঠিক আছে ম্যাঙ্গা নিলো ম্যাঙ্গা কত কিছু আছে মাঙ্গা পড়ার
Manga
কিছু করার দরকার নেই ঠিক আছে
Kiss anime
আর
can
অ্যানিমে
be
দেখার হচ্ছে
still
তাদের 9 anime 2 আছে 9 anime 2 is a thing ঠিক আছে 9 anime 2 is a
No,
thing
anime, which reminds me, I mean, God of High School. I think I've missed 2 weeks now. I need to catch up
I
on
only
that.
saw the first 3 episodes আমার দেখা লাগবে
No, I think. Oh no, yeah, the fight between oh god, the actor no, Mori is his name.
মরি জেন
Mori and the Dewi. Their fight. That was the last episode I saw. Dewi and Mori got into a fight. Well, got into the fight.
the fight right actually আমারও দেখা লাগবে that's good না তোমাদের DC
People are still watching.
yes I'm surprised we have 10 views we have wait I'm curious give me a sec we have had consistently like 9 to 10 12ish viewers this is amazing yes thank you
That's not bad. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. And if you want us to talk about something specific, just message us or
Please
comment
message us,
on
comment whatever
whatever. We'll talk about it or incorporate it into next week. Yes, God of High School spacing is really weird because episode 3 they're talking. Episode 4, one guy stops in front of her and asks her to get married. Next day she's getting married, and they break up the marriage in the very same episode. I'm like, this feels like a gag manga at this point. What the fuck is happening?
it is those things are meant to be gagged because those things are meant to be taken as
Like literally, the episode starts. Ora haita jaitese ekbar gari thamay bole ki I am the greatest fight promoter in the country, and I'm gonna make your moon fighting sword style famous. Will you marry me? And she's like, oh yes, I have to make it famous, so I have to. I'm like, what? What's going on? What? And then some emotional flashbacks, and she's crying. Her father's telling her, "You need to survive my style, and you need to carry on my legacy." I'm like, wait, what? It's crazy. But yeah, we're gonna round it up. It's been like over an hour. We want to do like an hour-long
69
episode,
minutes.
and
We should stop 69 minutes, guys.
oh, 69. I get that. Not too much of a boomer for that reference.
Old.
So yeah.
Nice patting yourself in the back for
Yeah,
that.
he's so proud of himself. Like, yes.
Look, you guys send me memes all the time, and I'm like, "Eta bujhai dao, eta bujhai dao." If I can get a meme on my own, you have no idea how happy that makes me. I'm like, oh my god, I'm still young. So yeah, we want to do hour-long episodes. So in summarization of what we talked about, DC is fucked. The comic book industry is fucked. No one gives a shit about DC movie coming out. Zack Snyder just fired Chris D'Elia from his movie about zombies because Chris D'Elia got sexual harassment accusations. So that's also news. And no one. And I am looking forward to the
You said
Snyder
these are
cut.
what we talked about. We didn't talk about that.
Oh
But
yeah,
it's
that,
important. No, Murazam was right though. It's significant to the
Yes.
it's significant.
And
Thoughts
yeah,
on
Eternals
Eternals?
is gonna be trash. Eternals is gonna be trash.
Eternal is going to be absolute trash, but I really hope both Angelina Jolie and Salma Hayek get low cut dresses, and that's
That's
worth
all
my
we care
money.
about. That's all we care about. That
Are
is
we
the-
doing another stream during fandom or after?
We should.
Oh, okay,
Fandom is
yeah.
in a
If
week,
if
isn't it?
you, if you, yeah, August 22nd. If you guys are interested, I think exactly next Saturday.
Yeah, it is next Saturday. We should literally do the stream during fandom.
I don't know how. I think it's a 24-hour long shit, so I don't know what's gonna be on when. There's a timetable and all that shit.
It's fine. We'll do it towards the endish, I guess. We'll do it towards the end of fandom.
So we are definitely not gonna be on during the whole day doing
Yeah,
bits
of
on that. So what we'll do is whatever time we see is the last finale type of thing, we're gonna come on during that, cover that, and then cover everything that will have been announced.
Wait,
the
can
whole
we-
The
time.
last segment is the Batman. So
Oh. Yay, a new
What?
Batman, guys. We're gonna get a new Batman.
Oh god, we're gonna be here for another more hour. Okay, did you guys see the costume for the new Batman?
Yes.
The Gotham Knights thing?
No.
No, the Batman, the movie with the Twilight guy.
Oh,
I mean,
Oh.
I don't have a problem with it. Pattinson. Good
I
actor.
thought you were talking about the new game.
Yeah, we
No,
didn't talk about
well-
either of those. We didn't talk about Gotham Knights or Justice League.
Gotham Knights.
yeah,
Just-
but we
no.
don't know anything about it. So
Wait, the new game? The new game's called Suicide Squad: Hunt the Justice
No,
League.
no.
No, we
Montreal
asked-
আরেকটা করতেছে।
Gotham Knights are a game. It's about কি বলার নাম? It's about the Gotham and the Bat family versus the Court of Owls or some shit.
Court of Owls,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, dude, I'll play that shit.
Yeah. They're gonna show
I
that
would-
in fandom as well.
It-
Fandom
it-
is
এটা কে-
beginning
it- it- ওটা কে করতেছে? এটা কি
Rocksteady,
Rocksteady?
it's Rocksteady.
Oh,
Rocksteady
oh
is-
yeah. Oh
Montreal,
yeah.
WB Montreal.
Wait,
Origins.
Oh no.
It isn't
Oh, wait,
Rocksteady?
না, it's
No,
Origins
it's
এর
Court of
team।
Owls.
Oh, okay, yeah, we're fucked.
না, Origins এত বাজে ছিল না। Come on.
No.
Give-
Okay, yes. As long as they don't have this, like, as long as this one isn't
Origin-
buggy as fuck, it's gonna be fine. Origins as a game
Origins
wasn't bad.
was-
Origin was just buggy.
Origins ওটা না একটা পর খালি boss fight?
I like the boss fights, man.
The boss
were
fights were
fun.
good, though.
The boss fights were the best part of
They
Origin.
had better boss fights than fucking Arkham Knight, man.
Arkham Knight
Yeah.
didn't have boss fights, though. Arkham Knight had tank wars. Shut up. Yeah, there was no. Come on, tell me one boss fight in Arkham Knight. Come on, Kevolo. That wasn't a tank one. It was just tank wars, man. Fuck Arkham Knight. I say this as someone who has played the entirety of it and 100%ed it and everything. Fuck Arkham Knight, man.
Is
Fuck
Arkham
that
Knight
game.
worth playing though? I haven't played Arkham Knight. The only one I haven't played.
If you just do an entire run of the entire franchise, basically, একবার বইসা Asylum খেলো, City খেলো, Origins খেলো, Night খেলো. It's fun. It's
No,
good.
The main problem with Knight is too many tank segments.
হ্যাঁ,
Like, ওইগুলো-
না, but if মামা আমি বলি তুমি যদি PS4 এ খেলো তাহলে you'll get fucked because the tank segments are much easier with the mouse and keyboard because it's like shooting.
No, okay.
Mouse and keyboard, they're like anytime there was tank segments which was with, I just switched to mouse and keyboard. I'm not
I'm
wasting
definitely-
my controller on that shit.
I'm definitely playing on the PS4.
But
So
it's still it's worth it. It's a self-contained Batman universe, right?
Yeah.
The entire
And
storyline begins from Origins and ends in Night.
and Arkham Knight is Jason Todd, right?
Yeah, of course. Even though they
course.
said it's not Jason
No.
Todd for 5 months before the game came out.
Of
Like,
course.
guys, it's not Jason Todd. I'm bold to say it's not. It's not. It's Jason Todd. Okay, it's Jason Todd. It's Jason Todd. It was always Jason Todd.
And so to sum up, let's talk about the Batman movie coming out with the Twilight guy.
I am
Uh,
hyped for this one.
Same. Dude,
Yep.
Robert Pattinson is a good
Pattinson.
fucking actor.
I will see Pattinson.
But it's been written by the same guy who wrote Project Power, so
Oh,
That
Project Power is
yeah.
bad. It's not good.
But it's being directed by
Matt Reeves.
that guy.
Matt Reeves, yeah, and he co-writes it, so
Okay,
it might be good.
Nah,
Nah, I trust-
Raj. Project Power has good ideas. It's just the execution is off. The pacing feels fucking
Yeah.
weird, and they go like plot transition. They go from point to point without any logic. Like again, the pacing.
well, you guys already watched it?
Yeah, I watched
Yeah,
it
I did.
yesterday. It took me 2 turns. I watched half of it yesterday, then watched the other half today, and fell asleep.
It's like Bright too.
It's like, hey, it is literally. It's like Bright 2. It's like instead of everyone having powers, it's like, oh, there's pills that give you powers, and it's all
I
edgy
trust,
and
I
gangster.
trust Matt Reeves, so like he knows how to do a trilogy.
Yeah, fair.
Well,
Like,
hopefully
Planet of
that.
the Apes was amazing.
Yes. Anyways, it's been 75 minutes. Thank you for everyone who tuned in. Yes, thank you to everyone.
And hopefully you guys will tune in next week when we cover fandom.
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you,
So-
boys.
Despite the channel being called Thwip, all we do is DC shit.
I mean, yes. Okay. We'll
Hey.
talk about Marvel eventually. All right, please don't give us shit. We'll talk about Marvel eventually, please.
Thank you,
We're
everybody.
only
Have a good
talking about
night.
DC because there might not be a DC at some point.
True. Appreciate
তত
things
ইচ্ছা
when you
মার্বেল
have
নিয়ে
it.
কথা বলবো।
All right, boys. Everyone.
All right.
Good night.
All right.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
And